Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode 7. It's your host, Trey Jackson.
Justin Puter, and today we're talking about leveraging your 9 to 5 to help make you rich.
Yes, sir. So we all know the 9 to 5 life is, I feel like it got its pros and cons. I think it's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. Everybody needs to work a 9 to 5 to, whether you're born in a rich family or you're not, you still need to work the 9 to 5 for experience.
I agree. It teaches you so much about life too.
Yeah, right. A 9 to 5 life is basically, working for income. You not really. I mean, some people might be financially free working a 9 to 5, but a lot of people not free.
It's a very small percentage.
Yeah. So the ratio is just uneven. But working a 9 to 5 is not bad, bro. Like, you have to work a 9 to 5 to take care of your kids, pay your bills, put food on the table, and like I said, just take care of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of 9 to 5s out there that will pay $150, $250. Obviously a lot less than what to make a job is making $50,000 a year, but still, like, if you're making $250,000, $300,000 from your 9 to 5, I mean, you have way more. You have plenty of money to start investing, but definitely. That's a lot of money where that's not a bad 9 to 5. I would, if anything, I'd want to keep it.
Absolutely. And, the 9 to 5 is also great. If you got kids, you can work at 8, get off at 3 or 4, because a 9 to 5 is not you working at 9 and getting off at 5. It could be you work going in at 8 and getting off at 4. It also work best for people that got kids, that they can make the football game, basketball game,
exactly.
The kids' sports, and if they want to go to the gym after work, yoga classes or
whatever it may be.
It may be, you got time to do that.
Yeah.
So
assuming you live relatively close and you're not spending 2 hours in traffic like some people do.
Yeah.
They're out there, buy a super cheap house and drive 2 hours in traffic every single day. You're in Disneyland. Get out of here.
That's
like that's not going to last. If you're okay with that, I don't know, your logic's crazy.
Right. Also working a 9 to 5, you also got a lot of free time on your hand to, do like we said, basically do what you need to do. But I feel like it also got cons too, because there's a lot of people out there working a 9 to 5 that's not happy.
Oh, a lot, yeah.
Yeah, that want to get away from their 9 to 5, and they just don't know how. Nobody ever told them. They just going along with the blue pill society, just working home, work home.
Yep.
And it's just repeated. They call it the slave cycle, and I don't know, I guess that's what it is, but I wouldn't really say that, because it's a lot of people that's very content with working a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I agree.
And live very comfortably. So I wouldn't say that, but.
And if you're very happy with your 9 to 5 and you don't want to be rich, this video is not for you. Go ahead and turn it off.
Yeah. So it's basically for people that just hate their 9 to 5 and want to get away.
I wouldn't even say hate the 9 to 5. I would say, hey, maybe you like your 9 to 5. Like, I actually really like my 9 to 5, but I don't want to make what I'm making forever. I want to become rich.
Yeah, right. So if you want to make more money, because sometimes working a 9 to 5, you could be capped. But also, I would say, if you're not capped, working a 9 to 5 sales job, you need to find a way to get promoted to make more money.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say if you're in a 9 to 5 job, you have to find a way to kill it. You have to stand out from others. You may have to work longer. You may have to work harder. Actually, you're going to have to do both of those regardless. You're going to have to take on more responsibility without being paid. And you cannot have the mentality, I'm not going to get paid for that. It's not my job, not my job description. Keep that mentality for the rest of your life and see where you go. You're going to end up flipping hamburgers at McDonald's. You have to be willing to do extra work and not necessarily be paid for it, because you believe in yourself that it's going to pay off in the back end. However, you can't get screwed by your company as well. So there's a balance. You can do extra work, take on extra responsibility, but you make sure you're not being screwed and being taken, you're taken advantage of, because there is a difference in that.
Yeah, that is true. Don't let them misuse you.
Exactly.
Know your value at your workplace. If you know you add tremendous value and you feel like you're underpaid, then that's when you need to start venturing off to go look for other jobs, or, just taking that risk of investing. And we're going to get into that later. But yeah, I'm just saying, everybody get fed up every once in a while.
Yeah,
so.
It happens. It's part of being human. And, I have a couple of tips for you guys. If you're working a 9 to 5 and you're maybe thinking to yourself, what do I need to do to get that promotion? One, you got to be likable. You got to be likable to your coworkers, your bosses. They want to like you. And 2, you got to be damn good at your job. Because if we have us 2 together, we both work at the same job, people like him, they don't like me, or whatever, vice versa. And it comes time for promotion. We both are doing the best job. They're going to promote him over me because more people like him, most likely, right? Your chances are probably 9 out of 10 times they're going to pick you.
I wouldn't just necessarily say that, but also performance, quality.
That's
quality.
what I said. 1, be like, 1, 2, you got to be damn good at your job.
Yeah, right.
You can't suck.
But it's more of that, more of performance than being likable. Because there's a lot of people that's not likable at their job.
Yeah, but at the same
they probably
time,
make way more money than everybody else.
Yeah, I know. But at the same time, life is all about who you know. You cannot be qualified for your job, still get the job because you know X, Y, and Z.
Absolutely.
So I think being likable has just as much weight as your performance.
It's an add-on. It's an add-on. It helps you. It helps you out when you want to move up in a ladder or be promoted or whatever. But yeah, so if you feel like you capped and they don't want to promote you, move on. But we saying before, try to get promoted to make more money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Because if you can find a way to go from 50 to 100,000 just from your 9 to 5, like that's huge.
Yeah, and then you also able to put back more, save more. Maybe treat yourself a little more, take your kids out. Whatever the case may be, you got more room to leverage different things in your life.
I agree. And if you're young, try things. Because for me, a little backstory, I hated my life in the automotive industry. I was a service advisor for BMW, Tesla. That was a fun job, but I was not making a lot of money. And I was thinking to myself, when I'm introducing myself, people are like, oh, what do you do? I don't want to say, oh, I'm a service advisor for the rest of my life. I want to do something more with my life. Not saying being a service advisor is bad. I'm just saying me personally, that's not what I wanted. And, if you're young, like me when I was still at Tesla, I started loving computers and building custom PCs, and I taught myself IT. I have 2 professional certifications. I went out there, I watched the videos, took practice exams, and leveled up myself and got those certifications. So maybe, your first step, maybe finding your niche in your 9 to 5. So then you can kill it, because you're not going to do well if you don't like it, right?
Right.
If you're working at Best Buy and you absolutely love your job, but you're only getting paid $12 an hour, maybe the pay sucks, but keep working super hard. And, in a couple of years, you might be the GM making $120,000 a year.
Yep. It also build character too.
Exactly.
Like that's just, it be in you. Like, I feel like those that do the most when they underpaid eventually be the ones that get paid the most.
Exactly.
Because, they not going off of how much they get paid. It's just in them to do that.
Exactly. And, also I think about if you're not willing to grind your 9 to 5, maybe do some extra work, more responsibility to get that promotion, but you're like, oh yeah, I'm owning my own business one day. Yeah, it's going to fail because you're not going to be putting in the amount of work. And people will be like, oh yeah, but it's different working for yourself. Yeah, but like your character is showing, and you're not, you're showing up as an hourly employee or a salary employee for a paycheck. And when your money is literally depending on it, like what's going to say you're really actually going to do something about it? You gotta grind from day one, even from your 9 to 5.
Even if you're underpaid, because it'll pay off in the long run.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, first step of working a 9 to 5 is just finding a way to get promoted. If you don't like, you ain't even gotta don't like, even if you like your 9 to 5, but you want to, move away from it. Try to find a way, before you move away from it, try to find a way to get promoted, climb the ladder, and then use that money to, do other investments or start your own business. And stuff.
I mean, let's be honest. No one wakes up and, in the morning be like, oh, I want to be the lowest level person at my company for the rest of my life.
Right.
Yeah, I want to make, minimum wage. I want to flip hamburgers for the rest of my life. It's different if you own the hamburger restaurant. Different.
Yep.
Or if you're a professional chef.
I agree.
But, you got to have that mentality too.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, I think, we're have to start talking about, what comes next. And this is going to be limiting your purchases.
Yep.
Expenses, all that type of stuff.
I definitely agree. That's like the main thing. Because like you have to limit your expenses, especially if you want to get away from your job. So I would say, you work in your 9 to 5. Let's say you get paid weekly. You make $800, $900 a week. I would say every time you get paid, automatically split that 800. So take that 400 and then split that 400 into 200. Put 200 into the investment account and then put 200 for a rainy day because, you never know. We all have them days.
Yeah,
So
and with that money off to the side, now you only have $400 to work with. So take your bills out of that. Obviously, if you're getting paid weekly, it's going to be,
yep.
you may have to save a little bit for your next paycheck to pay your bill. But
This is just an example.
Yeah, exactly.
Go off y'all situation. This is just an example.
Exactly. But, whatever that may be, I have $50 for food for the whole week. I mean, that's kind of tough. But, if you go to the grocery store and you buy, proper food for your budget, you can make it work.
Yeah. Cut back.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out to eat fast food restaurants every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And also that's not even healthy for you anyway.
Well, yeah. And see people like, I'm just grabbing, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, whatever. It's cheap. It's cheap. You're right. It is. But whenever you do $10 a day, twice a day for 2 weeks or a month straight, add up all your receipts. It's going to be over $200.
Yep. And add up quick.
And then that's like, your car insurance bill could be paid for just from not going to eat.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And also, be creative with it. Don't look at it as a bad thing that you can't go out to eat or you've been disciplined to not go out to eat because, like I said, be creative. Have fucking Taco Tuesday, Hamburger Wednesday.
Spaghetti tacos.
Yeah, whatever. Be creative with it. That way it's not like you just feeling depressed and deprived. Like, oh my God, I can't go out to eat because I got to save this money. Like, no, don't think of it.
See, that's what I would do.
Yeah, like don't think of it that way because then that's when you'd be more tempted to go out to eat, spend that $10 extra or $15 extra on Whataburger, Chipotle, whatever the case may be, or chicken. A lot of people like chicken, fried chicken too. Mm-hmm. So
I had that for lunch today. All right, Trey. So what is your largest expense that you want to cut back on?
Right now, honestly, y'all, I really don't have one because I'm very disciplined.
I can tell you one for you. Red Bulls.
I need them Red Bulls,
almost $3 a can.
I mean, yeah, but I buy them in a pack, so it's
That's
only
true.
like $8-10 for. Well, maybe let me quit.
Twice a week,
probably like $12-13.
Yeah,
but I use them like they help me. They like fuel.
They
for
help
my
you
day.
Create content.
Yeah, they help me create content. Like today, I got to get up in 3 hours, so
True.
I'm filming. I drunk one already, but I'm washing it down with water. Because Red Bull not good for you. Let's be real.
That is true. Yeah, I would
especially
say,
if you're drinking 3 a day, 4 a day, it's not good. So I always try to balance it out. I'm either drinking Red Bull or water. Ain't no juice, no soda, none of that.
Yeah, for me it would be purely food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I'm always buying
10
food.
a day, 15 a day, 20 a day.
I like to eat, first of all, which I'm cutting back on food.
You need to cut back.
But
you gotta cut back.
Yeah. Once I get paid, I'm gonna go to HEB and go buy some groceries and then
start cooking,
start
bro.
Making food, yeah.
Start cooking. Make that homemade chicken and rice here. You ain't gotta go to Chipotle to spend that.
True. Or just buy microwavable cheap food, which is not healthy for you. But
take my route. Go to HEB, go to that noodle section, go get that ramen, Chinese noodle ramen. Hey man,
10 packs of Red Bulls and a heart attack on the side.
Yeah, all that sodium and stuff. Yeah. But hey man, that's why I wash it down with water, man.
Yeah.
Water
keep telling yourself that.
Hey, keep drinking water, y'all. But also, there's a lot of people out there maybe that got a spending habit on Amazon or buying clothes. Stay off that. I feel like people just get bored and they just, let me go on Amazon and see what's on sale and just.
I got a good one here.
What?
Real good one here. Even if your salary, go online and put in your salary and convert it to hourly. So let's just say everyone is on hourly wage. Anytime you buy something, think about how many hours it took to work for that item, right? So if you buy, if you make $15 an hour, you went to Chick-fil-A, you spent $20 on, a meal, a drink, and let's say you want to splurge a little bit so you get an ice cream, which you don't need because you need to be in the gym anyways. That's over an hour of your work. You need to start thinking about the way you spend with how much time it takes to create, the money that it takes to buy those objects. And I guarantee you that's going to help you limit purchasing.
Yeah. Same with clothes. Like I said,
anything, it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people got a problem. Like when they get bored, let me go see what Amazon got on sale.
Daily deal. Emails are terrible for your purchasing habits.
Facts.
20% off.
That's facts.
Black Friday sale this and that, whatever.
Y'all need to unsubscribe from that stuff. It's toxic because, You know, they got one literally every week or every 2 weeks. They send you some 30% off, 40% off. And what you do? Oh, I need this. You start making up stuff. What you
I'm just gonna look,
Yeah, yeah.
and next thing you know, oh, it was only $10,
10 lead
$20,
to
whatever.
Yeah, 10 lead to 50, 50 lead to 100. You know, so please unsubscribe from that stuff if y'all have to, because food, buying stuff you don't need, and clothes, like I feel like those are the top three on like unnecessary expenses.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like,
Go
because
ahead.
I mean, you can also look at some ways to lower your bills. You know, maybe car insurance, like lower your premiums a little bit if you can, if you feel comfortable. You know, your phone bill. Do you need unlimited data? Or are you cool with 30 gigs or whatever that may be? There's ways to limit your bills too. But I would say for me, like I've done a pretty good job when it comes to cutting back on like physical items and clothes and stuff like that. It purely is for me food,
Right.
because like I don't have time anymore.
Yeah, like, yeah, that is true. I agree. Same. I really don't have no like bad spending habit. Like I'll discipline myself. Like, bro, I've been like this for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
So now it's just
That's impressive.
yeah, like now I don't buy stuff I don't need. Okay, I did have a problem on like buying designer clothes, but now it's just like I don't need it. And plus, like my schedule got busier, so it's like I don't have time to go.
And you're not
look.
wearing them as much because
Yeah.
you're so much busier.
Absolutely. So now I just buy regular clothes, you know, go to TJ Maxx, Burlington, or Ross, whatever the case may be. It's just
Sure.
clothes, everyday clothes. You don't have to go buy the most fancy clothes, you know, just some that's cool, comfortable, that'll
Yeah.
work, you know, decent price, obviously. And yeah, you ain't got to go spend $100 on a shirt, $200.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, it's just like little things. Like if your car, you know, if you normally put 89 octane fuel in there, but it can easily run on 87, you know, save the couple dollars you're going to spend, you know, every time you fill up on gas. And just put
Especially if
87.
you're making 30 to 40K a year. You do not need to be spending money on unnecessary stuff, man. Because,
True.
bro, if
Life
you
is
add-
not getting any
bro,
cheaper.
Bro, I swear, like, it's just the price of everything just keep going up and up.
And it's not
up.
going to go down. So
Price of eggs is like almost $7, bro.
it's 60% more. I was reading an article. It's 60% more expensive right now than it was a year ago.
Yes, and it just keep going up. And that's why they say the rich get rich and the poor get poor, because who own all the assets? Who own
The
all the
rich.
businesses?
Exactly.
The rich people. Who working and just, you know, the wages.
Slaving
People-
away.
Yeah, and they not increasing the wages. You know, they stand the same. So
They do, but it does not happen. It doesn't follow.
it's like a
inflation.
tease. You know, they
Yeah.
throw their dog a bone every
Like
once in a while.
inflation rose, and then 2 years later you'll get your raise, or you know, to match. And then by the time you get matched, there's already more inflation.
But
So
facts. But I also feel like it depends on your situation, the way how you leverage your income. Because you can be having a good, decent job, making 50K a year, and they raise inflation. You still wouldn't see a difference as much if you was being responsible with your money.
Yep.
You know, being disciplined, putting it back. You know, limiting on going out, buying stuff you don't need, stuff like that. Like
true.
all that stuff add up. I'm telling y'all, especially for those who make below 50K. It is crucial, especially if you got a family, because now you're just not thinking about yourself. You got to feed your kids. They need clothes.
Exactly.
They got to go to the doctor, dentist, you know, stuff like that. All that stuff add up.
Yeah.
But now going into investing your 9-to-5 income to get you away from your 9-to-5. So, you know, you can invest in 3 different ways. You know, you can go the stock market route, real estate route, or, you know, starting your own business.
True.
And I ain't even talking about like starting your own business as just starting a big business. Like it can be side hustle, like drop shipping, eBay, Amazon.
Yeah. If you're
you know,
if you're an
just
artist,
reselling stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If you're an artist, like I'm a photographer, I have a website, justinputer.com. Check it out. And you know, I sell prints on there, so it can be something simple as that. You know, it doesn't cost, low startup, but you know, do some pay money for some marketing.
Yeah. So I can say if you want to get into the stock market, start by doing what I did. So what I did is, okay, so you can take 2 different routes in the stock market. You can go the short-term route or the long-term route. I would recommend the long-term route if you want, you know, like a for sure on like a return on your money.
Yeah. Lower
Okay.
lower risk, lower reward.
Yeah. So basically, I'll train for the interrupt, but it's all good. So basically,
We in the hood, guys.
yeah, we use in the hood. So basically, you know, what I did is I went to, I downloaded Robinhood, and I just set a tab to invest $50 in the S&P 500. VOO, you know, it got a good return rate.
Solid.
And, you know, I ain't out here checking it every day. And then the short route is buying short-term stocks like Apple, Tesla. Don't get me wrong, you can do like a quick good pump and dump and make some money.
But you got to be careful because they're typically more volatile. One thing real
That is
quick
true.
also about investing is if you have Bank of America, Wells Fargo, any big name bank, don't open a savings account with those guys. Look for a high interest yield savings that typically ranges from 1 to 3% interest rate. Like Bank of America, for example, was 0.01% interest on your money that's being saved. There's a couple out there that guarantee 1%. That's a huge difference.
I would recommend a credit union, to be honest.
Yeah, they typically do have.
They
like
work
better,
well with that stuff.
Charles Schwab also has a really good savings account program.
I heard Edward Jones.
Yeah,
I heard
those
they
two.
pretty good
Yeah.
too. Yeah, so
And that's free.
yeah, that is
easy.
true. Yeah, y'all can take that route.
The only things that make them maybe somewhat, of a turnoff is it's harder to necessarily take your money out. They don't have ATMs everywhere, or you may have to pay a small surcharge getting them out at a universal ATM. But there is a couple out there that also doesn't charge for taking. You can go to any ATM. I forgot the name, but do the research. That's an easy, free thing to do, and you literally making more money from sitting there doing nothing.
Yep. So you can either take the short term route in stock market, buying the small penny stocks like Apple, Tesla, and whatever, or you can take the long term route with ETFs, S&P 500, Dow Jones, and all of them. Like It's up to you, whatever you want to do. But also, it's real estate.
Real estate.
You can, let's say you're in your mid-20s and you hadn't used your FHA loan yet. You can go get a fourplex, quadplex, and put that FHA loan down 3.5%.
Yeah, don't buy a normal house because you have the money and you want to buy a house for yourself. Buy triplex, duplex, quadplex, whatever you want to be. Live in that. It's basically the same as an apartment. Rent out the other units.
Yep.
Your rent's free and you're making money. And once you can afford a second, building with 3 or 4 rooms,
that's when
it.
you got the big bucks coming in.
Then you're already making more people from their 9 to 5.
And then that's when you can set back and actually manage those to where you like, okay, I got this coming in over here, this property doing this. Okay, now since that property paying for this property, I can go buy another property. And you literally can just repeat the process of just keep buying.
That's how you get rich.
That's it. Like it's nothing hard. Airbnb,
especially through arbitrage, is another really great way. And there's so many classes on that. You all can look that up. But you can make some really good returns. However, it is a little more risky. But also, one thing I want to go back to the triplex and duplexes is even if you have, I would say 6 units or less or 8 units or less, that's really not crazy amount where you can still get a 9 to 5. And if you can get a good 9 to 5 making $100,000 a year plus that, you're probably netting over $300 a year.
That's way good.
Yeah.
Especially in America, man. I know Grant Cardone said, you're not making, what did he say, 400?
It was $400K a year.
Yeah, $400K a year. If you're not making $400K a year, you should be ashamed of yourself as a man. And, that's just,
Now, what I would say with that is if you're making that money, but you're doing absolutely nothing with that money, then you're an idiot.
Yeah, that is true. Because that's life-changing money.
That's a lot of
that's
money.
That's life-changing money.
You have $400,000, you have a nice house, you have the Lamborghini or Ferrari.
I would say when you at that point, like after a while, like the materialistic stuff get old, the cars.
Yeah, you got the Rolex.
I would, once I get to that point, I'll be more of adding more value, helping more people out, starting more businesses to add value to make people's lives easier. That's what I would do. I wouldn't start buying more dumb stuff, materialistic
I'd be
stuff.
investing more because if I'm at $400K right now and I want to invest more, I want to find a way to take $400K and make it $800, take $800 to 1.6 and so forth.
2 million, 3 million, 8 million, just keep jumping up and up and up. But yeah, man, that was the quick little video on, leveraging your 9 to 5 to get rich.
I think this video was good. There's some good stuff in here for you guys.
Absolutely. We love making these type of videos for y'all. Also, y'all see the new desk. We upgrading. We even changed the mics.
Got another little plant.
Yes, sir. Making upgrades every day. We got a lot of stuff on the way, man. And, we enjoying the journey, having fun with it.
Stay tuned. Turn on those notifications.
Please.
Subscribe.
Click the link in the bio, man. Click the link tree. We got Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Hell, we might even make a Snapchat. Why not?
You never know.
Y'all might want to see us vlog. And we also might make a vlog channel. Don't know yet, but it could be in the works. And, we know it's a lot of people out there that like watching people do stuff, you
Yeah.
know. So we also been recording like through the journey, you know, coming up slowly. So we might make, you know, something out of that.
Clips or something.
Yeah.
Whatever, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but we want to thank y'all for tuning in once again. It starts with y'all helping us grow this podcast, this channel. You know, we want to build a community of just
Absolutely.
talking about investments.
You know,
Like-
whenever we get bigger, we can do a Discord chat.
We
That'd be
will.
dope.
We will.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, we will have a Discord chat. But you know, this community matter, positivity, success, investments, and just improving in all aspects of life, man. We love it.
Money, mindset, and game.
Money mindset game, man.
Anyways, guys, sound off in the comments down below. We'll see y'all later.
Yes, sir. Later.